Okay, we've just gone over the pre-op inspection. Now we're going to talk a bit about awareness of your surroundings. And awareness of your surroundings should start at the beginning of the day when you come onto the job site, and looking around to see what might be different from the day before, traffic patterns, where other crews are working, the work that was installed the day before. Just being aware of what's going on at the job site. And then throughout the day, it's important to be aware of your surroundings, um, just right around your machine, to make sure you're looking for overhead power lines, and you're looking for, curb that might have just gotten installed, or you might be, um, looking where your people are on the ground, if they're string lining, where they're going to be, and if they're going to be working behind you, particularly in your blind spots. You want to make sure that you're always paying attention to things that are around you. Paying attention and awareness of your surroundings can really avoid any safety um, issues and accidents, and it's so important that everybody is really paying attention to awareness of your surroundings. So, um, Tomas, we're on a road job here. What are some of the things that you want to make sure that the loader operator or anybody on your crew is doing as far as paying attention to their surroundings?
Yes, yeah. Pay attention to your surroundings. Like we mentioned, it's this job here. It's a pretty long stretch. I believe it's about 4 miles, and anything can change throughout the day. Like in this area that we are, we have a pile of base rock here. We got a pile of fill on this side here, and all that can change because we're in a different section now, and just like that vehicle's parked there. I mean, it might not have been there yesterday, and it's there today. And you're just thinking that it's clear, and it's just paying attention around you, what's around, especially on this job that we're on. We cross this road, several times out throughout the day, so that's paying attention. Like with traffic, pay attention with who's working around you, or any of these other subcontractor. They you're working there, and all of a sudden they might be up behind you, and you think that it was clear the minute that you were there. So it's a lot paying attention. Power lines, overhead, all that. They're right here, and you might not think, oh, I'm in the open area and I won't get to them, but it's just something that you look at, and don't be scared to look at and look around you. So it's one of the very important things that we take it serious here.
All right, so Tomas, another thing about the awareness of your surroundings, we were talking a bit about the loader and how it's used. One of the things that we talked about is that this machine is going backwards almost as much as it's going forwards, if not the same amount. Which that has kind of some inherent risk and safety issues. You got a backup alarm to tell people, but you're looking over your shoulder. It's easier and safer when you're driving forward rather than in reverse. But because of the nature of using of how this machine's used, you're driving backwards a lot. When you go grab a scoop of dirt out of the pile here, you're going to grab the scoop and then you're going to back up away from the pile, and you're constantly doing that all day, right?
Correct. Yes.
So that I think it's extremely important to be aware of your surroundings when you're operating this machine. Know what's around you, who's around you. If there's people on the ground, you got to let them know, hey, I'm gonna be getting a load out of the pile. I'm gonna be backing up and heading out of here. So if somebody's like around your area, don't be you can honk the horn and get their attention. Make eye contact. That's extremely important, to make eye contact with anybody that's on the ground. Let them know what you're doing with hand signals, or shoo them out of the way. um, all those things are both effective communication and awareness of your surroundings. So don't just assume that somebody's going to get out of your way. Make sure that they're going to be out of your way. And if you got to stop the machine and park it and get off and go talk to them, then that's what you need to do. Just to have a safe work environment around this loader.
Yes, yes, because I mean, like you mentioned, we do a lot of backing up with it, not just loading a pile, even out on or picking up windrows. Because you go in, you gotta back up, you got a truck loading on it. So it's yeah, pay attention around your surrounding, and don't just count on that backup camera that you can see. I mean, it's best to look over your shoulder. So that's a good tool to have. You know, have that camera so you can see more clear what's lower on the ground. But other around where like the side tire or that side, you can't see from that camera. So yeah, it does a lot of backing up and going forward, like Tony mentioned. So yeah, just pay attention, look around you, because I hear we have a lot of people that comes. We have electricians, we have concrete. I mean, you just name other few con- subcontractors that take care with us. So you know, pay attention. Don't assume that it's clear. So it's always look. Don't count on that camera.
Surroundings.
Okay. Another one that you need to pay attention is the locates. They come out and do those, refresh them every month, and make sure that you know what's below and pay attention to those. And those are very important. You don't want to hit anything that's below it.
So as you're working in any area, you may be digging into the ground a little bit, and you don't want to hit any kind of underground lines that have been installed. May have even been installed on this job. So that's part of paying attention to your surroundings too. If you see the utility guys out there that have just installed some pipe or just installed some conduit or wires or whatever it is, that's part of your paying attention to your surroundings, to make a note of that so that when you're working in that area, you don't go digging through it. And then also paying attention to the locate markings of any kind of utilities that may be buried in your work area too. That's part of paying attention to your surroundings. Okay, next we're going to talk about the actual operation of this machine. So we've talked about our pre-op inspection. We're aware of our initial surroundings at the beginning of the day, and now we're going to go into the actual operation of the machine and some of the key points and features and things that are involved in that.